seeing is believing kind of person to a fault. I'm 51 and I'm from New Jersey. My wife, Heather, and I have 2 girls, 18 and 16. Yeah, that's where I am. And I want to talk to you just briefly about my experience, with liquid BioCell collagen, kind of from a guy's perspective. I've been using it for 9 weeks now, so not too long. I'm following the instructions to a T, which means twice a day, morning and night. It's a tablespoon each time, and I'm also doing it. Interesting note, with my dog Baxter. Yes, there is a pet version. So I'm like, once I heard it's like, I'm gonna go in, Baxter, you're doing this with me, so we're gonna do it. We're doing it together. So again, I'm a skeptical person. I think Baxter is too. I have over 25 years of law enforcement experience. I think that's where a lot of the skepticism comes from. So I question most things. So my background, just real quick. I mentioned I'm in law enforcement. I had a long career, which included a long time of that career doing defensive tactics. I was an instructor, and I taught troopers and new recruits, and my shoulder would just get cranked on year after year after year after year. And I kind of paid the price for that. Prior to being in the state police, I played soccer professionally as a goalie. And I probably landed on my shoulder thousands of times. And it just, as a former athlete, if anybody's been a former athlete or former anything activity wise, your body takes a toll after a while. So long story short, an MRI has confirmed I have significant arthritis in my shoulder. I've also had a knee surgery. So this is where I'm at. Joint pain, limited mobility. You can go to the next slide if you want. Limited mobility. I have a frozen shoulder, which you can kind of see in that first picture to the left. Like that's what frozen shoulder looks like. I'm laying on the ground and I cannot bring that shoulder down. I saw someone in the chat that I briefly saw someone said that they were dealing with that too, and this has helped. Yeah, it's very painful and very uncomfortable. Inflammation is just part of my life. I can tell you that I'm sure a lot of people deal with this, prior injuries, activities, and perhaps even maybe an accident they've been in, and it's left them in pain as well. So like I hear you. That's certainly me. So again, I'm 51 and I wasn't prepared to have shoulder replacement, and that's what was suggested by multiple doctors. Yeah, that may be in my future, but I want to remain highly active, and you just simply can't do some of the things that you want to do if you have shoulder replacement. So with the pain, it didn't take much convincing from Heather, who was the biggest advocate for me to start this. Listen, if you're a spouse of, and you know what dealing with someone with pain is on a daily basis, you want them fixed as well, and that's kind of Heather's a fixer. So there is. I did my liquid BioCell collagen, and here's what I can tell you: it takes time. Okay, I didn't see results right away. It started off very slow, and it was around that 6-7 week mark, subtle at first. But I stopped, and it could take up like 90 days, they say. So I'm still within that window. But pain changes everything in your life, and you don't realize how all-consuming that is until you're dealing with it on a daily basis. So anyway, at the 7-week mark, that's when the switch started. I really noticed the switch. I stopped waking up in the middle of the night with that shoulder pain, that positional pain that would just wake me up, which made it hard to go back to sleep. My mobility improved, and I can see that like the everyday actions, especially like working out and lifting weights, I can see that strength and that mobility increase. And it was funny, a couple of weeks ago, I posted a post about me cutting down a tree, like doing manly things around the house. And I cut this tree down, and like I was bringing all the big logs out to the street to get rid of them. I'm holding this one, and I was pressing it over my head. Anyway, I did a thing on it because it was the first time. I'm like, holy cow! Like that's significant. Like I couldn't do that before, and I didn't anticipate that happening. It just kind of happened right away. And Heather's like, you see what you're doing, right? And it was like pretty awesome. So I feel like I'm going to see more results. Because again, I'm not even at the 90-day mark. So I'm excited to see what the next couple of weeks will bring. So here's my suggestion. If you are someone or someone that is dealing with joint pain, like cartilage issues, give it a go. I do recommend like you're doing PT. Like I had done PT in the past. I learned all the exercises and the stretches to do. I think that's an important part of this as well. And just commit to doing this and simply see for yourself. So I have no regrets. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to pass this over to Ali